So guys, it's good. How's everybody doing today? I'm good. Hopefully you guys are good today. Hope everybody's doing well. My son's got a dog now. And he's getting along with it so bad. Freaking always playing around. Right now the dog is barking. I don't understand why. But I think it should be, is it? I think it should be. Hope it doesn't cause noise for the stream though. Just hope it doesn't. But we have initial job claims in a few minutes. I know about that. We have unemployment claims in a few minutes, which is 7 minutes from now. Yeah. So I'm aware about that. It's nothing really of a big issue. If you ask me, it's nothing really of a big issue. God is ranging right now. How many points is this? This should be like this is roughly around 134 point range. 134 point range. It's been very slow. Kind of feel like this week has been crazy for gold. Yeah. When you want it to move, it won't move. When you don't want it to move, it's gonna move. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. What are you guys trading right now though? I saw a big move on NAS yesterday. Missed it. My friends got it when we were at the office. They got it. I missed it myself. Let's make some money. Yeah, that's what we always come for. I can't see your screen. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. You will see it. Just open your eyes. What's your view on NASDAQ? I'll talk about that soon. If you can't see my screen, type 1. If you can't see my screen, type 1. Trading gold, nice. We should also look at NASDAQ. Don't worry. What site are you using for trading? This is TradingView. This is TradingView. Check BTC USD, it's belting. Okay, we'll check it out. Gold right now is at a critical area because it's ranging. The trend is bullish. You guys know? Yeah, the trend is bullish. The trend is 100% bullish. If you didn't get into any trades, you have to wait, to be honest. I think there's a range here. Although I see prices kind of like retesting London sessions low, right now. And then Asian sessions low is like somewhere here. If news comes out, if news comes out negative, in about 5 minutes, I think gold should fly. Yeah, that's what I think. If it comes out positive, I think gold should like maybe come back, reject off this area, and maybe bounce back up. Yeah, it's a bullish market. It is a bullish market. The only reason I would sell gold is if maybe candles were to close below this area of interest, bearish candle. Yeah, then maybe I'll look for like a sell for price to go down. Yeah, maybe if that was to happen. But even though I still kind of like expect gold to move up. Yeah, it has like 2 areas I would say. Besides this area, it's got like let me show you guys. It's got like this area too. Right? You see this area here? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Yeah, you see it. Yeah, it's got that area as well. So maybe it could like reject off this whole entire area and maybe bounce to the upside. But let's see, there's news in like 4 minutes from now. So I'm not in any trades right now. Haven't taken any trades today. But let's see. I love the volatility on NASDAQ. Okay, nice. I'm trading pound yen. That's a very good asset to trade. Trust me, it's extremely beautiful asset. Let me show you that I was doing analysis on that asset and I think it's playing out. Look at this. Where is analysis though? No, it wasn't pound yen. It was like pound USD. Yeah, look. Yeah, that. Look at that. I was looking at this. I didn't take the trade. No, I didn't take the trade. I don't know why I didn't take it too. I don't know. You guys also have trades that you like. You do analysis. You don't just take them. It's one of those trades also. Like I did analysis. I put this while price is like right there, right? So I put this like if I play back candles, I put this like when price is like somewhere here. I was waiting to see if maybe price could like break the low here. Right? It could break the low. Maybe it was gonna like break the low and then boom come down like that. And it is where it is right now. Exactly where I thought it was gonna be. Yeah. Sadly, if I took it, maybe I'll be up some money. I rarely trade this asset though. I trade mostly like pound yen. If you ask me like what currency I would trade, I'll trade like pound yen. And this one too, I think it is at a critical area, which is Asian Sessions low. If volume is high, okay, so this is gonna be like our area of interest, right? Area of interest. So if volume is high, we kind of like maybe might break the low, all right? Maybe we might break like this low here. That's if volume is high. Volume is not high, we could reject maybe the next candle, all right? And then start flying to the upside. That's if volume is low. But this is a very interesting area where price is at right now, right? Yeah, but again, I think the best was to look for like, like a fee across here. Okay, was a little bit off as well, but maybe a feedback cross like from that high. Yeah, the price came to like 61.8, started rejecting, and now it's coming down. Beautiful trade setup. If I thought you didn't look at that, like nothing complicated, you'd just be looking for like a break below, right this area, break below here, and you look for like maybe a sell. Right? So I wasn't interested in trading any of this. Personally today, yeah, but you look for like a sell. Right now you'd be catching like 400 points actually on this asset is a lot. Yeah, maybe you'd be looking for something like that, 1 to 3 risk ratio. Alright, but yeah, that's what's up. How can I join your VIP? Can you read what's on the screen, man? Do you know how to read? Please read. I don't know, you guys see words on the screen, be like, how can I join this? Like, yo, read what's on the screen. There's something on the screen. Wait, this side, somewhere down here. Just read. Alright. Yeah, let's see where. Okay, news is coming up in like 6 seconds. Let's see what's gonna happen here on gold. There we go. Okay. Downside. Why downside? Why downside? Let's check what's happening here. Pending. The platforms that you can pay for, if you want to get like actual live data, the very second is out. This is a free platform. Forex Factory is a free platform. Don't expect yourself to get data like instantly. Sometimes it's going to be pending like that. Very normal. But look at this, 227. That's not really positive. It's green, yes, but that's not really positive. No, it's not. Actual less than focused is good for the currency. If actual is less than the focus, you guys get that English? If the actual is less than the focus, it's good for the currency. So what that means is that if the current actual is like 227,000, but it's actually less than the focus, that means it's good for the currency. Good, I don't know to what extent, because the marginal difference is very small. All right, it's like 227 against like 236. All right, so this should be positive for the dollar, but I don't know to what extent, because if you really understand unemployment claims, oh yeah, it's going up. If you understand unemployment claims, you know that it's basically the number of people claiming to be unemployed. So if the number is going high, it's really good. It's really good for the currency, because that means that less people are unemployed. I don't know if you get that, but it's just play of words. Beautiful analysis on cable, nice. I'll be buying NASDAQ. Okay, all the best. What's the requirement to join the VIP channel? You just need to find your access account. That's it. That's pretty much it. But this is still ranging right now. I don't know to what extent, but it's still ranging. Yeah. And I haven't taken any trades on any assets today. Yeah, there's for sure a resistance level that's being created on the 4-hour time frame. All right. Yeah, there's like resistance here. It's just being created. It's not being created. It's being created. Right. So it's still in motion. It hasn't really been created as yet. Right. But again, if you look at, like, let's say the trend, right? I know a lot of you guys trade like with trend lines and, you know, all of that. So you'll be looking at something like this. But again, I always say, like, if you're going to draw a good trend line, you maybe use like a line chart, you know, like just connect the dots. All right. But I mean, in this case, you're only connecting one dot here. All right. But again, you could connect like this dot and then like that dot too. All right. So you'll be having something that looks like that. You know, perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a trend line. It doesn't make you money. But this looks like kind of like what tunnel. You guys call it tunnel. A price is broken off the tunnel, right? So what this means also is that there's a high possibility that maybe this is just what a retest, right? And maybe price might be going to the upside, right? Yeah, that's the structure of the market. I know a lot of you guys will trade like this. I do understand why you trade like this too. What about the lessons? Which lessons you're learning here? What else do you want to learn? How many currencies do you trade the most? And do you use the same strategy? I use the same strategy on everything. So I trade pound yen, pound USD, euro USD. Those are my favorite currencies. Mind sharing the market profile footprints? No, I can't share that with you. Someone says, why does everybody else have these labels on their names? Where do you guys get those labels? YouTube gave you that. You know what that means? It means that you guys are always on these streams. So guys like Orphan, shout out to Orphan, he's always on this stream. So he has like I don't know what's with the labels themselves, like plus one, no plus one, like #1. I don't know what's with that, but yeah, I don't know. If you guys know, just let me know in the comments below. I also want to know. I don't know what that is all about, but yeah. Anyway, let's take out this. Okay. So long-term bullish market, right? Long-term bullish market. Short-term bearish market. Yeah. Look at the daily time frame. Do you see what happened on the daily? That we did have some kind of like support created. Yeah, we had a support here created. It's not a strong support as yet. It only becomes strong if maybe price breaks the high there. So it's not really strong as yet. All right. Yeah, it will become strong later on. Maybe just not now. All right. Yeah, so it's gonna become strong if we break the high there. Just like I said, if we break the high. The high I'm talking about is like the high here. This candle's high. All right. Then maybe it could become strong. If not, it's not a strong support. I mean, it's not a strong. Yeah, it's not a strong support rather, I would say. Yeah. So anyway, let's look at the 30 minutes time frame. Let's go back to 30. All right. Ooh, 30 is going up now. You guys seeing that? 30 is going up now. Yeah, looks like we do have an area of interest here, like an exhaustion area. Yeah, exhaustion area. I told you guys that though the numbers look green, all right, they could still be negative for the dollar, all right, like overall with time. But it's maybe too early to say that. Let's see what happens. All right. Way back in the days, I'll trade like the bounce, like right now. Okay, I'll be like, oh, you see what? I see some volume coming in. Not like it's the wrong thing to do. Like I see some volume breaking the high of the recent candles high. I take a trade right there, and you know, just aim for my 1, 2, 3, whatever. It's not the worst of things to do. Okay, I would do a lot of this. The only problem is that since the candle is still in motion, sometimes it might flip and turn back and be a bearish candle. So I'll end up losing because of that. But not like it's a bad thing to do. But I'll just end up losing because of that. Yeah, let me look at NASDAQ, right? Let's look at NASDAQ. But currently here we are an area of interest. And this area of interest, let's see how the current candle closes like, then we can weigh out the volume, right? Of course, we see New York sessions high right there, all right? And then the current New York sessions low is like right there in the exhaustion area. So it's good for business. Very good for business. Extremely good for business. What time frames do you make entries? 30 minutes time frame. Only 30 minutes time frame. Nothing else. Only the 30 minutes time frame. That's the only time frame that I use to take my trades. All right. So it's only 30 minutes time frame. Only 30 minutes time frame. I think the volume for buyers is coming in here. Yeah, I do think so. I mean, I paid less. I mean, the paid lessons. When is the window for the? You can join right now. You can pay for lessons and you can start learning right now. There's no windows for that. You just can pay whenever you. Currently, I have like how many students for this month? Let me check. This month alone, I think we have about. Let me just check. We have about 12 students for this month. I was meeting one guy yesterday at our trading space, at our office rather, we call it, and he was learning from me how to trade in person. Let me show you guys that. Look at this. This guy was learning how to trade from me in person yesterday. This is at Sunshine Tower. Yesterday. Yeah, this was yesterday. So I had like a quick meeting and he came and learning how to trade in person. It's different as well. When you come in person, you get to learn so much from me than just trading. So he's learning so much than just trading, which is good. But people never want to pay the price for things like that. They feel like, yeah, I should learn how to trade for free. And okay, fine, keep learning how to trade for free. Let's see how far it takes you. It could take you a while. It could also take you somewhere, maybe, but it's going to take some time. What are you expecting on NASDAQ? I'll go to that now. All right. Yeah, there's an exhaustion here. Okay, this is an exhaustion area that I put out here. Exhaustion means there was volume at its peak. Okay, guys, there was a lot of volume at its peak, but that volume just tends to decrease, and then obviously the opponent volume actually increases. Kind of like there was lots of volume for sellers. Okay, now let me show you what I mean by that. Look at this. Look at this candle, right? Do you see this candle here? This is a big bearish candle, all right? Do you know that we always say that the bigger the body of the candle, the more the volume, righty? We say that, all right? So if the bigger the body of the candle, the more the volume, and if there is a big body candle, then you start seeing small body candles with wicks, all right? What that means is that now there is some kind of like exhaustion, and exhaustion can mean a change in direction. That's what exhaustion can mean. Well, it works most of the time. So it's just an issue of applying it when you have to apply. Let's look at NASDAQ anyway. We still have time though to trade NASDAQ, because NASDAQ is like very good to trade like in New York station, close to the open bell. All right, but let's look at that. All right, let's look at that. This is NASDAQ here. They got everything. It gapped here. I think this is like what? 9:30. What caused this gap? I doubt if Essence has the gap. What caused this gap? What freaking happened in London session today? What do you guys think caused that gap? Okay, fine. So on NASDAQ, we do have an area of interest. Somewhere, let me show you guys that. Somewhere here, we have a very critical area of interest, which I do think, all right, area of interest, which I do think during the open, markets might want to reject into this area first before flipping up. That's what I personally think. So I kind of feel like maybe prices is coming in here to push to the upside thereafter. All right. Just take note. Take note. Apply if you can. Lose money if you can. Lose some money if you can. Expecting buys on NASDAQ. Yeah. You the man. We're expecting buys on NASDAQ. We both are expecting buys on NASDAQ. How much are they? How much is what? So the news isn't effective. Well, some news isn't effective. The more you learn that, the better you become as a trader. Not all news is very important. Okay? Even though some news might have like this like red flag, right? You see, if you go on like a Forex Factory and you go on that filter button, right? It's gonna say, you know, like the red one is like high expected impact, and like the orange one is like medium, you know. And even though you might like, look at this, what I mean is this. You guys see this? Yeah, you see it, right? It says high expected impact. So even though that there might be a red flag, okay, it doesn't really mean, okay, it doesn't really mean, even this, right? Let me show you guys this, okay? Even this green numbers better than focus, even that is not correct. Some numbers are green. It doesn't mean that they're actually positive numbers. Alrighty? Please don't just get it right. It doesn't really mean that they're positive numbers. The fact that it's a green number, you know, I know a lot of you guys be like, oh, it's green, it's positive. No, green doesn't mean it's positive. Okay, it doesn't mean. It just means that maybe it's better, you know, preferably based off marginal differences. But doesn't really mean that it's a better number. Yeah, I'm coming. Please close the door. Yes, I'm coming. Okay. Good boy. Okay, so where was I before this little man came and disturbed me? What happened to the music? Okay, fine. So let's go back to the charts, right? Let's go back to the charts. I was looking at NASDAQ. Yeah, I think we were talking about this asset, right? We were trying to derive the trend, perhaps the trade. Yeah, what's happening to the music? Always. Okay. This is an area of interest, people. All right, let me explain to you why this is an area of interest. It's simply because London and Asian sessions volume, right, appear to be around the same spot, right? So London and Asian sessions lows are kind of like around the same spot. And even though we had Asian sessions low, right, price fell during London to break below, okay, to go below previous Asian sessions low, right? So Asian sessions low is like kind of like here, right? And then London sessions low is like right there, right? This is what you guys call a double bottom, right? And then this is like a retest on your neckline. And then this maybe might be like a retest into this area before we can push up. I think it's very simple price action that's playing out here. Yeah, you could lose even though it's correct, even though it's good price action. Because markets sometimes decide to do whatever they want to do, all right? Let's all like the stream right now. If you guys are enjoying this, let's all like the stream right now. And if you're a beginner, comment 1 in the chat box right now. If you are completely new to trading, just type 1. All right, type 1. If you have no idea, you joined for the first time, you have no idea about trading, and you're just stumbling upon this guy who's doing a stream right now, just type 1. I'll give you the next instruction. All right, just type 1, and I'm gonna give you the next instruction. But let's all like the stream right now. If you guys want me to continue, let's freaking all like this the stream right now. Yeah, God is still in exhaustion. Meanwhile, NASDAQ is still awaited for. Guys, it's freaking cold. It's extremely cold. Let me just close this window here. I have a window right in front of me. Let me just close it. Yeah. Freaking cold, man. Unnecessarily cold. I don't like the cold personally. I hate the cold with all my heart. Okay, I see some beginners in the chat box. Why are you commenting a 5? Does that mean you're blind? Or you can't hear anything? Okay, if you're a beginner, right? There's some links in the description right now, okay? And you have no idea about trading and blah, blah, blah and stuff like that, right? I have like a free course for you with a couple videos that if you watched today, you probably get an insight into trading, all right? So what you do right now, just click the third link All right, click the third link in the description. It says learn and earn. So join that and I'll give you a course, like free course. You don't have to pay anything. That's if you're a beginner. That's what beginners need to do. Right. The rest of you guys, you're profitable and you're advanced and whatever, all the stuff. I understand. But everybody else who's a beginner, just go to the description. There's some links there. Click the one that says join what? What does it say? I think it says something like join the Learn and Earn platform. Then you're gonna find like a nice course inside there. Then you guys can learn how to trade from there. All right. It should be good. You should love it. You're gonna love it. Yeah. So meantime, this looks like the highest probability setup that we might have for the day, which is coming up here into. So New York session started. Okay. And this is something that most of you guys don't know. New York session starts at 14 hours. I'm not bluffing. I'm telling you the truth. New York session starts at 14 hours. Yes, did you know that? New York session starts at 14 hours. The opening bell is at 15:30 to end that argument. New York session starts at 14 hours. The opening bell is at 15:30. Yes. That's how it works. So right now is New York session. All right? But it's not the opening bell. Yeah, it's just not the opening bell right now. But yeah, there's a bearish volume right now. If I buy from here, where is going to be my next TP? My next TP, I think, is going to be at the psychology level of 2300, 23,000 rather. Yeah, overall. So 23,000 should be up there. I don't think we can hit that all today if we move up. Okay, and also one thing you're doing if you're trying to catch this trade, right? You're waiting for this area of interest and waiting to see if this candle closes bearish, all right? And let's say you have the next candle also opening and closing bearish. That candle looks crazy though. Yeah, but anyway. And then you have the next candle closing bullish like this, okay? It closes bullish like this, okay? Then what you do is enter a buy right there, okay? For price to go to the upside. That's what you do. Or, okay, sometimes there's wicks. Okay, sometimes it's just wicks. Sometimes, let's say this same candle, right? It's got a high right there. It's got an open right there too, all right? And the next candle opens, all right? Opens right there. And then goes down wicks and then starts turning up and being a bullish candle. What you then do is you could make an entry right at this spot, so you can buy right there as the candles open is being filled for price to go to the upside like that. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah, I mean, I hope it does, but that's basically how you trade. That's how I trade. Candlestick reading, candlestick analysis, very simple way to trade. Yeah, I see a lot of you guys beginners. So go in the description right now. Click the link that says Learn and Earn Community. Join Learn and Earn Community. So you're gonna get a free course, right? How to trade, how to learn how to trade for free. Yeah, so you don't have to pay nothing. I know you guys love some things like that. Yeah. I just also totally believe beginners don't have to pay anything to learn how to trade. That's just what I also believe. Like, I don't think a person who has no idea about what they're about to get themselves into should even ever pay to learn whatever they're getting themselves into. All right, that's what I feel. So beginners need like easy access, free access. Learn the foundation. You know, yeah. Learn the language. Build some stamina from there. So yeah, I have a very exciting program that's coming up for you guys. Very unique. I can't really say, okay, part of that program is free for like 1 week, and then the other 3 weeks is not free. But listen to this. The other 3 weeks is like, you don't pay above the highest knot of this country. So the highest knot of this country is like 500 kwacha, right? So whatever you're going to pay is not going to be anything above that. So it's a very exciting program. You guys will love it. I'll tell you about it very soon. We are creating a couple things around it. It has to do with in-person. It's something to do with in-person. So you come around the office as well. Yeah, but just so you guys know, we stopped doing the free trading sessions. Okay, officially, we stopped doing that. But we have a very exciting program that's coming up. It's something nobody has ever done. Okay, and we started doing like in-person trading sessions, and everybody else is doing that now. All right. Yeah, and not like we take pride in like, hey, everybody else is doing that. But I mean, I understand like some people copy from what we do. You know, they see what we do and they're like, you know, replicate that. So we're like, okay, I saw you doing it, so I want to do it as well. You know, so yeah. But this, I don't know if they're gonna replicate as well, but it should be good. It's all about providing value as well. So even though you have like your last 500 quarter, you're still gonna get the best value of that. Okay, so you guys should be on the lookout for it. Okay, it's kind of like a club as well. All right, so you get access, you get a card as well. Okay, you get access, you get a card, and then you know you have like almost like different appointments that you can, you know. But let me not break the ice as yet. Let me not break the ice. I'll break the ice. If I break the ice too much, it might lose its fun, or might lose its value. So you guys can wait for that. You guys can wait for that. Yeah. Okay, let's look at gold. What's happening on gold though? Let's check out gold. What's happening here? Oh, okay, fine. This candle closes in about 7 minutes. If it does close bullish, there's a high possibility, guys, that we might be going up to break this area. All right. And there's a high possibility that I personally will take buys after the candle closes bullish. There's a very high possibility I will do that. Okay, so yeah, buys to where? Buys to here. All right. Buys to there. So recent area of interest is right there. So buys to that level. What payment methods do you recommend to buy pro firm accounts? I don't know, man. Just depends on whatever pro firm you're using. Just use whatever you could. I think pro firms by now is they offer a variety of payment options. So it's just what you can use it. You can use like your credit card, your debit card. Just use whatever. It's still good. You know, I don't think you should have an issue. By the way, how was Malaysia? Malaysia was good. Malaysia was very good. Exciting experience. Awesome experience. It was my second time there. So was awesome. Excellence always has a way of doing things that is always gonna be like mind-blowing, and nobody comes close. Nobody comes close. And you know, if I'm the one saying it, nobody comes close. I understand sometimes you guys using all these crazy brokers and whatever. You don't even know what you're missing out on long term. Some of you guys think it's just about trading, like just trading now, and you know. But even though you're starting your trading now and you're trading on a broker that's been around for the last 15 years, who's monitoring your performance and who is looking into rewarding you based on your trading performance long term, than a broker who just doesn't care about that. They don't really care. Like it's not even in part of the business model to ever reciprocate the value that you the client is bringing to the platform, right? But Excellence cares for every client. It cares for every client. So I don't understand. I understand like sometimes you don't like certain, like, okay, maybe it's, I don't like this, there's no mobile money now, it's down and whatever. But trust me, it's beyond that. Even every other broker right now in this country that's providing mobile money, their mobile money as well goes down every now and then because it's a local payment option, right? So it's bound to go down every now and then. It's just a local payment option. They don't control most of it as a broker. So even though like all the competitors that Excellence has, XM is one of the competitors they have, Derive is one of the competitors they have, even though Derive doesn't have mobile money. Facts, they don't have that. They have their P2P thing. But I know XM has more mobile money and most people are attracted to it because of that. But they also depend on a local prepayment provider. All right. So because of that, sometimes it also goes down and they have like maintenance, and you guys just don't really talk about it because you talk about the best, you talk about the biggest, So you're like, hey, mobile money's down in Excellence, whatever. And okay, fine, and it's back again. But it's not about that. There's payment options like Binance, which I kind of feel like is the way to go in these current times. why are you still trying to stick low? Like, you know, I understand, like, fine, it's the most convenient for you, but you can still get your money through Binance within few minutes, and it's guaranteed. And get it from your Binance to your mobile money still within few minutes, depending on whoever you're gonna use there as P2P. So yeah, anyway, look at the volume building up there based off this exhaustion area. Lots of volume, too much volume, lots of it. I think New York session is gonna be very exciting for gold. Like, I mean, during the open and down after that, should be very exciting. If you guys want to trade with me, in case I leave this stream, join the VIP, all right? Because I send trades there. I send breakdowns before I take the trade, and I also send like trade alerts, like I'm buying this, I'm selling this, and you know, we win together, we lose together. That's fine. It's all part of the business. So we just get access to those instructions. It should be very helpful, all right? Because sometimes you miss the trades because I'm not on stream here, all right? So it's not all trades I take on stream. Some trades I take them out of the stream. So yeah. Even Derive have Zamtel and MTN already. I didn't know about that. Do they have Airtel too? Do payouts from FundedNext go directly into the bank? I don't know about that. What session indicator do you use? I don't use any session indicator. What's the win rate for a strategy? Maybe 67, 70%. Don't ask me about FundedNext. I don't know if they pay you directly to your bank. The last I was paid to my crypto. Did you meet the goats, the twins? Oh yeah, I met the twins. I met the twin. Incredible guys. Very smart. Down for business. Always. Very smart guys. What do you mean when you say opening bell? It's kind of like, you see what they say. I'll give this very good example, right? You know that banks also have like operating hours, right? Like bank opening time. Like currently, what's the opening time for a bank in Zambia? It should be like 8, 9, is it? Okay, around that time. Whatever it is maybe 9 or 8 or something. And then banks also do have like closing hours. Okay, so they have like closing hours. It could be like maybe like currently it should be like 2 p.m. I know, like 2 p.m. and stuff like that. All right. So even with exchanges, right? You should know that there are trading exchanges. All right. So even with trading exchanges, there is something called an opening hour for the exchange. Not like that's the start. Okay. It's just the opening hour when volatility increases and volume increases. All right. Yeah, that's basically it. All right, now let me give you guys a very good example, or rather a good explanation behind what I'm talking about there. All right, the idea behind volume increment when the opening bell hits, like when it's 15:30, the idea behind incrementing volume is, you also know that even in proportion to like banks, right? Like let's say any bank that you guys bank with. I personally bank with a couple banks here, but I don't keep most of my money in banks. I don't, trust me, I don't. You know why I don't? Is I just try to avoid a couple of things. Banks are also in business, trying to rip you off, and you know I avoid that. I mean, I'm not trying to say it's bad. It's bad to keep money in the banks, but if you want to do that, I personally don't do that, right? Oh yeah, if the bank has like an opening time, all right, like okay, I lost you guys for a second. I lost you guys for a second. I don't know what happened right there. But I think I lost you guys for a second. Lose you guys for a second. Comment 1 if you can still hear me. Just comment 1 if you guys can still hear me. Just comment 1. Type 1 if you can still hear me. Type 1 if you can hear me now. Type 1. Type 1. Type 1, let's go. Type 1. Everybody type 1 if you can hear me. If you can't, type 2. What happened? Let me check. Type a 2 if you can hear me. Type a 2 if you can hear me. Just type a 2. Why are you typing a 2 and you can't hear me? Does that even make sense? How is this guy typing a 2 and he says he can't hear me? Crazy, man. Stop being weird. Why are you typing a 2 if you can hear me? How did you know I said 2? Crazy, man. But I see the ones. Let me try and just get back my chat here. I lost my chat for a second. Let me try and get it back. I think it's like a restoration of power. I don't know. It's kind of like, it didn't go off, but I don't know. My Wi-Fi just went off for any reason. Let me try and like refresh my chart. How many trades do you take in a day? I take 1 to 2 trades every single day. There's an echo in your voice. Yeah, I need to fix that, man. I need to fix that. I don't know. It's been there. Let's see. I think there should be a filter thing. Noise. Which one is it? Is it limiter or compressor? Is it limiter? Let's see. Is it any better? Is it getting any better? You guys let me know. Is my voice getting any better? God is cooking. Really? I told you guys. Yes, you see that? God is cooking right now. Yeah. I told you guys. Be calling out the shots. Just like that. But now we wait to see if we can break up this area. I don't want to trade in the range. No, I don't want to trade in the range. I don't want to trade in the range. But yeah. Let's see. If he breaks here, we should be good. If he breaks here, we should be good. Is my voice getting any better? Is it clear now? I need to fix this whole thing. I need to fix this whole thing. I don't know. Okay. 1 minute. My Wi-Fi went off for some reason. I don't know. I want to check. I don't have connection yet. Don't worry about anything. We still don't have any trades right now. Okay? Don't worry about anything. I'm just trying to correct this whole situation here. Okay. I was watching a very nice, did you call it podcast? Yeah, it's on the daily of the CEO. I'll show you guys. It's very interesting. It's on Kelvin O'Reilly. You guys know Kelvin O'Reilly? You guys even watch podcasts, like not the funny things that, like the crazy stuff that some of you guys watch. Okay, I don't have connection yet. Just give me a second. The candle hasn't closed. Yes, it hasn't closed. The candle printing on NAS closes bullish. We can enter. I'll check it out. I think you still need to exercise a bit of patience. I think so. Yeah, it has to break the high. The high there. It has to break the high. It has to break the high. If it doesn't break the high, I don't think it's wise for you to get into a buy. It has to break the high of this, right? The high of that. Though I still do think, right? You see, New York station comes with like crazy, like the opening bell comes with like crazy volume, right? So sometimes you find out that price might want to like reject before it can go up, right? So you might find situations like that. Happening here, man. Somebody says check out USD JPY. I'll check it out. So I really trade assets like that. But I'll check it out. If that candle printing on NAS closes, no, you can't enter unless it breaks the high. Unless it breaks it breaks this high. Okay? If it breaks this high, then maybe you can get into a buy. Alright? Unless that happens. If it doesn't happen that way, I don't think you should do anything. I was correcting the whole data issue. I don't know, I lost my Wi-Fi, but it's back now. Great. Can you guys? Okay, can you guys hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me. I was just correcting the whole connection issue. I don't know where it came from. Weekend, can you go live for psychology? I doubt that. I try to spend time with my family on weekends. But I have something for you coming up in relation to psychology. All right. Sorry guys, I lost, I had a connection issue, right? So I had to just troubleshoot, but now it's good. So I'm here today. If you guys can like the stream, if everybody can like the stream, I'll be here till New York Station opening bell and maybe like the first 20 minutes of that. So if you guys can all like the stream right now and maybe share the stream as well. Then I can be here throughout, let me not say throughout, but I can be here for the next extra 40 minutes, 30 minutes, right? I can still be here today. That's all like the stream. All like the stream right now. Let's all like the stream. You got a new what? Okay, comment deleted. Loud and clear, nice. Getting you, awesome. How do you set stations on Xmas? There's no way you can do that. There's no way you can do that. You just need to understand which station comes at what time. Okay? You need an IT tech to fix it for you. All right. Are you an IT tech, James? Can you come fix it for me? Can you fix it for me? I need somebody to fix this. Like fix the whole echo thing and just, my whole connection issue. I can't just see your screen. Just try and troubleshoot from your side. I think just reload the screen or something. If you can do that, we continue. Let's all like the stream. Let's all like the stream. Let's all like the stream. Okay, you see that candle on NASDAQ turning out to be bearish? So that's the reason why you should never be too early for the market. Never be too early for the market. Timing is very important. It's very, very important. Just never be too early for the market. You didn't answer my question. Which question did you ask me? You think you're the best trader in Zambia? Personally, I do think you're the best. I don't think I'm the best trader in Zambia. How did you meet Kojo? How did I meet Kojo? He was at the Excellence Connect. Not my first time meeting him though. Met him up a couple of times. I think I met him first in like Cyprus, and then met him again in Malaysia. Met him again in Malaysia. Yeah, good guy. Incredible guy. Yeah, I mean he's done his part for the trading niche and still doing more. Why do you like volatile assets? Because that's where the money is. The ones that are not volatile, they move very slow. I personally don't like slow money. I like very fast money. Yeah, I love fast money. Fast money is always good money. All right. At your own time, right? Go to YouTube. Okay, let me do this first. Okay, fine. At your own time, go to YouTube, right? And go check out this podcast. I don't know if you call it. Yeah, I think it should be a podcast. Why am I not subscribed to this channel though? Yeah, go check out this podcast. Well, why did I like this? Cool. Go check it out. Okay. I didn't watch up to here. I think I watched throughout. I don't know why it's showing. I watched 27 minutes. Go check it out. Kelvin O'Reilly. All right, there. Kelvin O'Reilly. This $28 habit is keeping you poor. Every time you get paid, do this. This is an interesting podcast. Go check it out. For some of you guys who have like you who don't have much things to watch, you watch movies and go watch a podcast this time around. By my recommendation, come tell me what you're gonna hear from this guy. All right, exceptional thinker. I think I love how this man thinks. So just go check. These are things I watch personally, like my free time and stuff. I watch a lot of that. So go check out this as well. Is funding tips legit? I don't know. If you ever want to find out if any company or any whatever is legit, go to Trust. Oh, what happened to my keyboard? Go to Trust Pilot. All right. No, not Trust Wallet. Not Trust Wallet. How do you mean that? Trust Pilot. All right. So go here, and then go check out reviews. All right. And then type in, let's say you type in Xmas, all right? Yeah, type in Xmas, and then check for Xmas, and then check the reviews, right? If it looks like something that you can work with, all right, read as many reviews as you can, both the good ones, the bad ones, all right? Like if you go on the rate 1 star, you can see some guys also disappointed in Xmas and whatever, But again, check what the majority is saying. 87% of people, what are they saying? So go check. Try and understand what people say. This is based on people's experience, right? This is like 18,700 submissions. And there's people like you who can't submit because even though you have a good experience, you don't want to say anything, right? Which is still okay. But it's like 18,000 people who submitted. And this is their experience with the platform. So with any other platform, broker, pro firm, go check here. Just put it in there, all right? Or I don't know if they have any reviews for Airtel. Not Airtel's India. Airtel's Zambia. If they do, I'm gonna put my worst review here. They don't have, because Airtel is very pathetic. Okay, only Airtel Nigeria, Airtel India. Okay, why don't they have Airtel Zambia? They should put so we can rate them, right? But I think they wouldn't do that. Pathetic service. Pathetic. Always pathetic. How many pips do you usually expect on average in a day? Honestly, I can't say I ever have expectations, but my trade plans always varied from 30 pips profits, 30 pips, it's a range, right? Like 30 to like 60 pips stop loss, and then like 90 to like sometimes 300 points profit. But mostly on average is like 150 profit in a day, like pips, I mean, right? No, points, not pips. Pips that's like 1,500 pips, right? Yeah, so it's like pips is like the what? Okay, points is a rounded off version of pips. Yeah, pips is like, pips sounds like too much. Points is like very, 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 very small, but it's almost the same thing. Airtel is a scam. Fact. It's you and Joshua who usually go to Malaysia. How can others go as well? No, it's not me and Joshua who only go to Malaysia. You can go too. What do you want to go? What do you want to do in Malaysia though? Okay, I think I answered that. Guys, ask me some questions. Come on, ask me some questions. Or else I'm gonna end this stream. Ask me some questions. Kojo trades like crazy. Yeah, he's a freak. I'm also an IT student. I can. All right. I'm gonna hit you up so you can help me sort out all my IT problems. You got a new Hilux. Or if I got a new Hilux. Okay. Who told you I got a new Hilux though? Ask me some questions. Let's go. We have about like maybe 12 minutes to New York's opening bell, which should bring in the volume, right? And then NASDAQ looks like this currently. And then we are waiting to see if we can get any entry. These are the only two assets that we've looked at here. Music is going insane. Are you going to send a signal today? If I see an opportunity, yes. If I don't, maybe not. That's how I trade. If I see something, I obviously let you guys know. If I don't, I just don't. How do you reconcile conflicting signals between market structure and volume profiles? For example, bullish structure and weak buying pressure. Well, in most cases, Dennis, that's a very good question, Dennis. Very good question. Great observation, or rather great I know if you ask a question like that, I know you have market experience. You're not like the talky boys. The talky boys who just like, I'm a forex trader, I know about forex, hey forex trader. They just talk, they don't know anything. They've never experienced the markets, they don't trade, never taken a live position, never seen a withdrawal in their whole life. But you are see, you know something, right? But how can you reconcile conflicting signals, right? Because I know, yeah, sometimes you could have like conflicting signals. Like, okay, fine. A good example would be conflicting signals around time frames. Like if you look at like, let's say 3 time frames, one looks like it's bullish, the others look like bearish and stuff. So what you do is this, all right? Have like, let's say determinant factors, all right? That, hey, if there's no volume present, even though the structure is good, I'm not taking this trade. Above everything, I think you should put volume at the top. Volume and trend, okay? Volume and trend, put them at the top of your confluency factors. If there's no present trend, market is ranging, don't take the trade. If there is a present trend, but there's no present volume, don't take the trade, okay? The two should go hand in hand. Because even though you know it's a bullish trend, but there's no much participation, it won't move, all right? So the two should go hand in hand. So know the volume is present. If one of the two is missing, don't take it. Even though the structure is good, even though there's an entry candle, don't take it. Even though there's an area of interest, don't take it. All right? But there should be volume present. There should be a trend as well. Top priority, those two things. Yeah. Out of everybody in this chart, Dennis is the only guy who trades a live account. Nobody should fight. Nobody should come and tell me whatever. Only Dennis Banda is the only guy who trades a live account. How much is in-person cost? Hit me up, man. It's around like 8K. It's a lot, but it's worth it. Is smart money concept and liquidity sweeps important for beginner? No. Smart money concept is a scam. It's a scam. No, I'm joking, but you don't need that to become a profitable trader, or as a beginner. You don't need that, to be honest with you. I don't really think you need that. I genuinely don't think you need that as a beginner. I genuinely think you don't need that. Yeah, this week someone says harsh market conditions. Yeah, this week is very harsh, man. I took like, I think, is it 2 to 3 losses this week, but I had like one big win. Like my Monday was like one big win, and then I took like 2 to 3 losses. Yeah, I think so. It's a very harsh week, and you get them like that sometimes. So you don't complain. Just risk responsibly and know what you're looking for in the market. So you have like one big win, and then that one big win is like covering up for everything else that you might lose if you're risking responsibly. That's how it works. So you still keep a smile because fine, look, whatever I made on Monday still covers up all the losses I make on Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. But I had one big win on Monday. Yeah, one big win on Monday. It was a good one. That was a good trade. Big win. I took out like, I passed like a pro firm with that. I also kind of like, I took out like $4,000 on a single withdrawal. That was a mad start of the week. Totally mad. Yeah. Totally mad. Yeah, volume is coming up. I know. Yeah, totally mad. This is my 4,000 withdrawal from, when was this? This was 7th July. That was a Tuesday, right? Was it Tuesday? No, it was Monday. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a very good one. God failed to break. God is failing to break. God has been useless this week. God has been very useless this week. It's still ranging. It's been very useless. It's been very, very useless. So let's focus on NASDAQ. Since God is a useless body, let's focus on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is breaking that high, and then it's coming to this. All right? Yeah, it's coming to this high here. I hope the opening bell candle doesn't necessarily first come to reject that same area of interest that we have. There is possibility though. There's a high possibility. And don't say I didn't tell you that. There's a high possibility. Trying to respond to a message here, guys. Just hold on a second for me. Let's see. Okay. If anybody ever texts you on Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, telling you, do you want to learn Forex? You know what you do? You want me to tell you what to do? Block that, block whoever. Even if it's me, if I ever text you, do you want to learn Forex? Block me. Please do that. Okay? Do me the honors, just block me. I don't understand these Pakistan guys and Indian guys. And I think most of you guys should have gotten a message from these guys at once upon a time. And sometimes they'll be like, can you send me your MT4 logins? If you get something like that, don't even chat with them. Don't like, just block. Just block. If you want, just send a bad message. They deserve they deserve all of that. That's just playing out well, yeah. What's your best dating advice? Owen, are you supposed to be here? Is this guy supposed to be here though? Owen, I know I said ask me questions, but what's my best? Did you really mean my best dating advice? You must be kidding me, man. You must be kidding me. A request to your community to help us trade $10 to 100 to turn into 100 challenge. Oh, that's the hardest thing you can ever do. It's hard for me too, man. Very hard. Maybe we can throw the challenge. Trust me, I'll be the first one to blow it. I'll be the first one to blow it. How did you manage university and trading? Priorities. Things that matter to you, things that are of value. You give them time. That's how it works. The problem is that you're in university, you have a bunch of, couple things on your plate that you're trying to strive for, and so if you were trying to mix it up with trading, you get lost in the sauce. Yeah, you get lost in the sauce. This looks like it's about to take off, guys. I'll be looking for something like this very, very soon. I really genuinely wanted this market to be around this area of interest before it could do something like this, but it looks like it's done that already, so I think I should be looking for a trade here. I hope I don't get wicked out, because because of where markets are, then they might want to come back there. Yeah, I'm taking a trade here, guys. I'm taking a trade. You want to take it with me? Take it. But it's just going to be one position for now. Yeah, it's just going to be one position for now. NASDAQ trade. Oh. Oh. What did I do here? Yeah, there we go. I took a position on NASDAQ here. I took a buy position. US Tech X100. Yeah. I'm going to put my stop somewhere below this level. Hopefully markets don't kiss it. But yeah. The only thing I'm scared of here is seeing markets really, reject and hit it and fly up, and that should be crazy to see. But it looks like a very good setup so far. It does look like a good setup so far. Oh, markets are going up. Oh, must be kidding me. Markets are going down now. Why? Markets are going up, guys. There we go. We're going up. 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 Oof. Markets are flying. I'm up $300 right now. Look. Oof. Look at that. Oh. Markets are coming down now. That's not how you trade, though. You take positions and you relax. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, high possibility this market could come and try and test back that area of interest. I don't know, but I just feel like there's a high possibility of that happening for every reason. 9. That should be 950. Yeah. And it's doing exactly what I think it should be doing. But that's why I took one position also, because I just want to see this candle at the open, what it's gonna do. Yeah. You guys think we should add a position? No, I don't add positions when I'm in a drawdown. I don't do that. So it's in a drawdown right now. I can't add any position. I add positions only if markets are winning. So if they are not, I'm better off losing on one position, and then if I have to consider re-entry, yeah, do that. But adding positions, like if price is in the drawdown, I don't do that. I just don't. Because you see, where you could lose like less, right? Like you could lose less here. If you add positions, these 34 points can be 60 points if you add positions. Yeah, because now you'll be losing twice than what you should have lost from there to here. Looks like markets want to kiss our stop. Oh, aggressive. Now I'm down like $200. 300. Oof. Man, why didn't I just wait? Okay. The stop is getting hit here. Clearly. But I'm not nullifying this trade. I just kind of feel like it's about entry. Wrong entry. Rushed entry. Rushed entry. Because the whole idea is for price to come and, come into this area of interest first before they can flip up. Yeah, I think we hit a stop there. Let's close this position. Okay, let's close it. Okay, let's close it. Yeah, close it. I lost like $430. Yeah, man, crazy. That was a rushed. I think that was a rushed position. too much, too rushed. Let's wait and see. Maybe we can time a better position in here. Yeah. Maybe inside here. We could time a better position. That was like too rushed. What's up, man, from Ghana? Dada from Ghana. How's it, man? You good? Have you started teaching your son trading? No, he has no interest in trading right now. I don't think he has any interest in trading. New York Station is the best. It is the best, but you see, you also have to be very careful with New York Station. Yeah, because it comes with the craziest volumes. Yeah. I still do think this is a bullish market. You know, just maybe we wait a little bit. I still do think it's a bullish market. I still do think so. But maybe we wait a little bit. 15 minutes candles. Crazy. 5 minutes is way too crazy. Yeah. I want to see how it's going to react in here. Maybe the next few candles. Not really few candles, but let's see. You know, let's give it room to breathe. Let's give this thing room to breathe. If you had to start again, no money, no knowledge of trading, but your passion to be a trader, where would you begin? I would begin with research, because I personally feel knowledge is everything. So I start my research the same way. The first time I heard of trading, I did my research. The first time, I didn't go looking for who is making money and who can teach me. No, I went to Google and I started asking Google some questions. Right? And you'd be shocked the kind of questions that I asked Google. Some I think were like very stupid questions. Yeah, but I was asking Google lots and lots of questions. And just like that, I'll do the same thing. Even today. Let me look at this price point here. I'm selling on gold. Okay, all the best selling on gold, man. We wish you all the best. We are on NASDAQ right now. So we took like a premature entry earlier. But let's see, maybe I think let me look at this pricing here in terms of volume. If you look at the, it still does look like we have bullish volume long term, but let's see how the 5 minutes candle looks like. Not like I base my entries on these kind of candles, but it's just good for build up, right? Like just see what's building up, right? Because like I said, I'm looking for buys. Maybe inside here. Put a stop below here. You can have a 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, I think I should get in now. Yeah, I'm getting in, guys. I kind of feel like this might be like a weak kind of like entry. That's if it is anyway. But I entered like a very different position from the one I entered earlier. Reduced position. So let me see how the 5 minutes candle closes. I'll maintain the bias. The bias is still bullish. I'll maintain that. I'll sure will maintain that. And I'll put the stop somewhere here. 30 points. If I lose again, I lost like 60 points today. Yeah. But anyway. Let's see. Who's the best trader in Zambia or Africa? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even interested in knowing who is the best. All I know is every trader is making money and they're progressing. As long as you're doing that, no one's looking for the best. Only you is looking for the best. Why are you looking for the best, Brice? Why? Just why? Why are you interested in the best? You wanna go to the best? Why are you interested in the best? People are interested in making their lives better. Even Kojo, the one who you might say he's the best, whoever you think is the best. Even I, if you ever think I'm the best, I'm just looking at making my life better. Never looking at a status. Like, I want to be the best trader in Zambia. Never. Never looking for that. Never will. Never gonna do that. All right? So stop looking for the best and then just start grinding. All right? Just start grinding. Five minutes candle close in like 1 minute. Close bullish. I'm adding one more position. Yeah. The close bullish. I'm adding one more position. Few more seconds though. He wants to close bullish. Okay, there it goes. 5 minutes close bullish. Oh man, what's happening? What the hell is going on here? Okay, price is moving. Price is moving. Let's go, man. There we go. Okay. Take note, this is high risk trading, especially if the candle hasn't really, 30 minutes candle hasn't closed bullish. But I'm looking at a bounce of that area of interest. All right, this is what I'm looking for. So yeah. Oh man, we're back in the area. Crazy. Please don't take my money, NASDAQ. Please don't take my money. Looks like it's gonna take our money, guys. But let's give it time. Let's give it time. There's like a fee retracement here. I think from this low to that high. So currently markets is like around like a 61.8 level. Around. It hasn't hit it. Kind of like around that level. Right. So hopefully that it could hold the price. Do you have online lessons currently going on? Yeah, we have that, Chicago. If you want to sign up for that, you could. Always have lessons going on, in person, online. Always. We have a class, in fact, tonight. So we always have that going on. Always have that. Just never talk about it as much, but we always have that going on. So stop loss. Put any stop loss you want. Do you think AI will ever replace traders? No, I don't think so. AI cannot replace traders. Markets do change every now and then. AI doesn't change. AI recycles what we feed it with. It doesn't really change. So I don't think it can take over traders or replace traders. Yeah. Should support be made on a 30-minute time frame? Yes, it should be. It definitely should be. I'm trying to trade a bounce. That's why I said it's high risky trade. So you take it high risky. Support definitely should be created in here. Right? In here. Should be created in here. Alright? Yeah, so normally you would wait for like another, let's say, it could be a bullish candle close. Alright? And then that bullish candle close and breaks that high, and then we take the buy right there for price to go up. Right? Yeah, correct. But again, I'm saying I'm trying to trade a bounce based off like this area here, right? Which is very risky. Sometimes I do that. Yeah, man. There are times when you take a trade, and let me give you guys an example. All right, and then price rejects. Okay, so you take the trade in the week, and then price goes up, and then it flips up. Not to say it's the same thing that should happen. Could, but it varies. The volumes really vary. If you're liking this stream, please make sure you do like right now. All right, let's all like this stream right now. If you guys want me to continue, let's all like the stream right about now. We've done about, I think, an hour 20 minutes, so that should be good. But let's all like the stream. We should continue if we like the stream. Let's all like the stream right now. Yeah, prices doesn't want to go up. Price is not ready to go up, man. It's not ready to go up. Freaking drawdowns today. Gold is still ranging too. Crazy, man. What the hell is happening this week? Gold is freaking ranging. Ranging for how many hours has this been? Went up, came down, now it's back here. Been ranging since 7 in the morning today. Wow. Don't even know where markets are going now. Oh man. I have my stop around 80, no, 22,820. Right? Yeah, I was just modifying the stop. So I have it around that point. Because I kind of feel like perhaps maybe price is just trying to create like a low. Right? Like trying to retest this area and so I have my stop somewhere down here. Let's see how it goes. Oops, man, sitting here for long hours. Please, can you look at BTC as well? Sure, I'll look at that. Tips on growing a small account like a $50. Always use small lots and one trade at a time. Don't focus on flipping. Like your one trade you want to flip just because it's performing good. No, don't do that. I know people who do that, but most likely they don't really stay in the game for too long. So just focus on, couple trades, same risk. Over time, you're going to grow the account. Hey, Mr. Nas, I meant to ask for trading advice. The same question you asked Kojo Forex, but since a dating coach, you're a dating coach. The word dating keeps popping up on my keyboard. I accidentally said, oh, okay, Owen, I get it. You're dating coach. Ah, okay. Lots of these guys in this chat should come to you for some coaching. Should I support? Okay, I think I answered that. How's your risk management strategy coming up? I feel there's something that kills me. I'm impatient sometimes. you need to decide, like in terms of points, lot sizing, leverage, also very important. You know, you need to be very decisive. You need to be very decisive. Yeah. Looks like a losing day here. Yeah, looks like a losing day. Stop hasn't been hit though, but freaking not bouncing off that area of interest. Yeah, thing won't bounce off it. Won't do that. Not today. It just says not today. We're not doing that today. Oh man, it's getting close to my stop. Getting close to my stop. Getting close to my stop. Down $500 right now. That's going to be $900 loss today. Why did I even decide to trade today? Why did I decide to trade today? It's going to be freaking $900 loss today. Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, they hit it. I lost like $930. Stupid day. I'm off. No trading anymore today. No more trading for the day. Even though this might, if it decides to flip, I'm not gonna look at it. No more trading today. No more trading. But they're at work. Gold is still ranging here. Maybe I should have taken what is that? Pound USD. Because now pound USD looks like is what should have made my day. Yeah, should have taken that. Maybe pound yen. Pound yen is ranging around this area as well. Crazy, man. Crazy. Really crazy day. Okay, let's look at BTC. Someone says we check out BTC. But BTC has like it does have like an area here. Yeah, which I kind of feel like I'm not gonna trade this though. I took 2 trades today, lost on both. I'm not taking any more trades today. Yeah, it does look like it has an area of interest somewhere here. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Okay, same thing. 30 minutes. Alright, so it does look like that candle does not have any sort of like a high. I mean, there's high possibility that this might be a range as well. Not good for business. Alright. But again, if you put like, let's say like a trend line, like some of you guys do like this, alright. Maybe you waited for price to behave in this way. Alright. Yeah, then maybe it could flip to the upside. But I don't think it should sell. It looks like a bullish market. Kind of like how NASDAQ looked until it hit the stop. But it does look like a bullish market. Yeah, man. Dude, come out of that trade. I did. It's about trading day. You broke your rules today, Mr. Nas. No, I didn't break my rules. I do that sometimes. Off screen. I trade like the bounce. I do that sometimes. I didn't break the rules. It works sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work. But I know every time I do that, I don't really increase my risk. It's just reduced risk. So if it's on a regular day, when I'm using like, let's say 0.40 on US Tech, I would have lost way more than 900. I was gonna lose like maybe 2,000 more. Yeah, like 2,000 or something, which is gonna be really crazy. Yeah, but this could be a sign that I shouldn't be trading this week, or maybe this should be the last trade for the week. Come tomorrow, maybe might not take any trade. Do you use pivots on Xness app? No, I don't use pivots on Xness app. There's no pivots on Xness app. Is there? No, there is pivots there. Yeah, like the inbound, but I don't use them. Never have. I doubt if I would. Yeah, so I don't use pivots. Bad trading day. Yes, bad trading day. Where is your TP at? Oh, where was my TP for this trade? It was on a psychology level, but look at this monster. Oof. It was around here. Look at this monster, man. Crazy. Looks like now there's like an area here. Okay, doesn't make you, if you take a loss in trading for let's say a day or whatever, it should never make you go back and fight the markets. Just never do that. You take it as okay, fine, I lost, and that's it. I caught it off the day. You shouldn't be losing more money. Kind of looks like, it's back into an area of interest, because this is like where Asian law is, London law is, and now we have New York Station's law, right there. And then there's like an area here left back, like a support level that was broken earlier. But I mean, I wouldn't trade this still. I wouldn't trade this still. Trading is a career. Yeah, many. I trade for a living. Mr. Mac 100 ZM. I trade for a living, man. What else would I be doing if I wasn't trading? Maybe I would be maybe I'll be drop shipping. I was gonna still find something that's done online, and at least I could do it. With flexibility. Yeah, most likely I was gonna find something that I could do with flexibility. So this was that. Yeah, this was an area of exhaustion, but right now isn't anymore, because price went up, in ranged, came down. There was a bearish candle that came all the way down here, and even though we could say that there is some sort of like a level here too, right? Hoping that this level would hold the price. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, but it's ranging. Yeah, it is ranging. It is ranging, terribly ranging. I was hoping I was gonna take a buy if it closed outside here, but it didn't. So because of that, I didn't take any buy here too. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the stream. You're truly the only one doing this in Zambia. Yeah, the only one losing on stream. Yeah, anyway, so it's one of those bad days. We had a couple wins on streams. Raja Banks? Yeah, I know the guy. I know the dude. I know the guy. Guys, I'm out of here. Hopefully you have a beautiful remaining trading day that you have. One loss can make you look like you're not. No. It's never really even like that. To be honest, it's never really like that. Losses. I always tell everybody, losses is part of the game. It's part of the business. You should always embrace them. We do make losses too. We don't post about it sometimes, but we do make losses, and sometimes it's like things like this that makes you see, oh, you made a loss. Yeah, so if you join my Signal platform too, you see we make losses there too. And it's part of the game. It's part of what we do. But I teach something very important, that you have control of how much you can lose, much as you have control of how much you can. You don't really have much control of how much you can make, but you have so much control of how much you can lose, because you can put a stop. Because like imagine if I didn't put a stop, like an example on this trade, if I didn't put a stop like somewhere here, right now I'll be losing more, right? Because my stop was like somewhere here. If I didn't put a stop, I'll be losing more like right now. But things like stop, they protect you, they help you lose less than what you should be losing. Yeah. Peace out, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you maybe, I don't think tomorrow, maybe Monday or something. I doubt if I'll trade tomorrow. I really doubt. But yeah, peace out and have a beautiful trading day if you are still trading. We'll see you guys on a later stream. Bye bye.